Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. This week we are looking at Victrix Miniatures again. The last video that I put out was very popular, received a really good response from people watching it, and I must say thank you to everybody who subscribed, liked and commented on my video. It means a lot and it helps a lot. But yeah, into this week's video, I want to show you what I've been up to. So as you can see in front of you, I have 8 Athenian warriors which I've built and painted. Now before we take a deeper look at them, I just want to say that they're not finished, but they're to a good standard that I think you appreciate, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to showing them off. So basically I've gone for like a light blue theme of their clothing for the Athenians. Which I think suits them quite well, especially contrasted with the gold. And for that blue I've used Griff Charger Grey, I believe it is. And yeah, the gold is just Retributor armour with right clan flesh shade. So I've given these guys a similar sort of pose. I'm just going to turn them around so you can see the back. Oops. That wasn't meant to happen. But yeah, as you can see the back there. Now, as I said, they're not finished, and one thing I really want to do is to tidy up their white armour, which I will be doing. So yeah, but I'm very happy how they've come out. I did these over, well, mainly the last 2 days, but during the week I was doing a lot of preparation for them, building them up how I wanted them in these poses. But yeah, overall, pretty chuffed. So the next thing I want to talk about, I've got quite a lot to show off in this video, so just bear with me. The next thing I was working on was the command squad. So I showed off these guys last week, but they weren't painted. So yeah, pretty happy with them too. Again, I've still got to do the armour on them. You know, just tidy it up and make it a bit more of a pure white. But yeah, very happy with them. Now, I put this this decal on the banner, which represents a Greek warship called the Trireme. And the reason for that is in ancient history, the Athenians were very naval based. They had a superior naval force. So that's the reason for that. But yeah. Okay, the next thing to show off is my next squad of Athenians, which I have started briefly. Yeah. So as you can see, these are all the upright spears, and they will go behind the squad of spears who are like thrusting forward. Also the Spartans, which I'm looking forward to getting done. Now this guy on the right, who is partially finished, I did do a live stream of painting him. It's the first miniature I painted in like, I don't know, 3-4 months. So it's not the best quality, but it's kind of the idea that you're going to see with the rest of the squad, but to a higher standard. There's a lot of touching up to do on this guy. As you can see also, I've given him the cape and this very unique shield, which doesn't come in any of the Victrix sets. I had to get this from some person on Etsy who does this. And the shields are slightly bigger than the, sorry about the video there, slightly bigger than the Athenian shields here, but that suits the Spartan, sorry, because their shields were a bit larger. and it just makes the Spartans stand out a bit more, which they should, because in ancient history they were like the most elite fighting force at the time. So yeah. Also, I've given these guys the same pose because Spartans were highly disciplined and you know, a very cohesive unit in the field of battle. The whole Spartan like law say was they were a military force, a military society, just basically built around war. So I want them to look like a uniformed, cohesive force. So that's those. And another thing I've been working on is the Spartan command squads. Now these guys are not in a discipline pose, but there is a few reasons for that, because not only were the Spartans highly disciplined, they were also very brutal. So as you can see, I've given the leader here a severed head, and this guy on the right is kind of my interpretation of Leonidas, and this guy on the left is another banner bearer, and he's got longer hair. But they've all got they're all using the same torso, but you can see how unique you can make your models with just a few different arm poses and head swaps. So yeah, these torsos and these heads are from the latest release, which we went over in the last video, the Greek Hoplights. So yeah, that's those. Now moving on, someone wanted to see what the new hoplites are like when they're built compared to the Athenian armoured Greeks, which are the older kit. So these are the newer ones which I've built. I've just built a few different poses to show you how varied you can actually make them. Again, I've left the shields off just to make it easier painting. But you can see you can get some really cool poses, and I've decided to make these new hoplites as a mercenary contingent to my force. So they're not going to be as uniformed, they're going to be having different colours and armours, helmets, etc. So that's the reason for that. I particularly like this armour set with the scales. Yeah. So that is that. So one thing to move on to now is these laser cut MDF bases. So I've been looking for a suitable candidate to place my models on, and this is the best that I came up, and very cheap. So these are 25mm circular bases, which slot into these movement trays very nicely. And I basically got these from a company called War Bases, which is there if you're interested. They do have an eBay site, and they also have their own site. I bought from both, and both are trusted. They've come on time and is exactly as described, so worth checking out. They do a wide variety of different bases, different sizes. So that's what I'm doing with that. I haven't painted them yet because they only came in the post yesterday. So that is that. Moving on, one thing I did purchase was a Roman general commander sprue, just a singular one off eBay for very cheap, and the reason is because it comes with 3 unique capes. So you've got 1, 2 and 3, and these are quite wavy, which is good. It's what I was looking for. And the reason I wanted these is because they will go on my Spartan command squad, which I think will make them look really good. Okay, and next thing I want to talk about is another miniature company called Warlord Games. So I wanted to just see what they were like. So I actually ordered a pack of their miniatures. So you've got early Greek hoplights. Sorry, I'm just going to move the models back so you can see more of what's going on. Right, okay. Yeah, so you've got 42 early Greek hoplights. They do a series called Hail Caesar. There's quite a lot of different armies, different models you can get, which is nice. I'll show you the back. This is the type of thing that you can build. And one great thing that it comes with is a decal sheet, which is where I got the boat for my standard bearer in the Athenian army. Another thing it comes with is a bag of metal arrows, which you could use as decorative pieces. Now onto the sprues. So I think you get 3 or 4 of these sprues, and it's quite a jam-packed sprue. There's lots here, but compared to Victrix models, they're not as good a quality in my my personal opinion. I can't really do a great comparison here, but this on the right is the latest one from Victrix. But you can see the Warlord Games models are quite a bit smaller, to be honest, and I'd say less detailed. I also noted there's quite a lot of like flashing and mould lines on the Warlord Games, and the plastic doesn't seem as great as the Victrix. So I just wanted to go over those. Yeah. Right, and one more thing that comes in the Warlord Games set is a command sprue with a bunch of heads, which is kind of nice. But you can see the size of the heads, like for instance this little guy on the left compared to this head. But you could mix and match, it's entirely up to you. So yeah, I think that is everything covered in this video. Once again, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who subscribes, liked and commented, because I did not expect that response at all. I was only expecting to get a few views, likes and whatever, but it's been massive and it's really helped out my channel. So again, thank you very much for that. So what can you look forward to seeing next in my next video? Is probably going to be completing the Spartan squad here and the command squad to go with it. And yeah, basically just building up this Greek and Spartan force. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Sorry if I rushed through it a bit there, but there was a lot to go over. So yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.